What you doing? This isn't the right way. Yeah, that wouldn't work if the traffic was heavy. We don't have to stop all the way back here. We can move forward. All right. It's doing okay so far. Okay-ish. It's a little hard on the braking. It brakes a little too hard and a little too early. But still, I haven't turned it off since I left the house. I'm gonna drink this coffee before it can spill it. Not bad, not bad. Let's keep going. There's nobody close behind me. It literally treated the flashing yellow as a caution and slowed down to 30 from 45. A human probably wouldn't do that, but I can see why it wants to. Moving, it's green, it's green, it's green. Also, by the way, I have not tapped the accelerator yet either. I'm just letting it do its thing for now. I'll call it out if I make any control inputs. By the way, there have been some issues with this build. I'm just now joining the beta. This is my first experience with it, this drive here. But this version of it will do some random emergency braking on the highway. So I'm not driving on the highway today. I have turned off Sentry mode, which I've heard helps with that issue, but I don't know for sure if it does. There should be a patch for this coming probably in the next day or two, just because you can't have random emergency braking on the highway. Somebody's going to get hurt. The visuals here are a lot more detailed than the old version. This area of this road is very challenging for the current public version of the autopilot. So we'll see how this one does going through here. There's just so many lights that it freaks it out. So many caution lights and stop lights. So we'll see how it does. Ready to take over. Wow, it did great. That's the best I've ever seen this car drive through that area. So this is the full self-driving beta, for those of you just now seeing it for the first time. What this is a unfinished software and AI build from Tesla that they're letting people who volunteer to test it with their cars test. And what it does is do vision-based self-driving. So all of the 8 cameras are processing images of what's going on, and AI is building a little world, which it depicts some of that here, and it's making decisions about driving based on how the AI is trained. And every time they train a new version, they release an update to it. So this is version 10.3, and 10.3 is really good, other than that super dangerous automatic emergency braking problem. It's the best one they built, other than that super dangerous automatic emergency braking problem, which is probably related to the AI seeing things and misclassifying it as a human in the road or something, and trying to not run into somebody, when in reality it's like a shadow or a sign or something. So that's something they need to fix ASAP, because somebody could crash. That would be very bad for the progress of full self-driving and the saving of lives as a result. Alright, it's going to take me to Target. That is my navigation destination here. There have been 0 disengagements so far. This parking lot here is a bit complex, so I'm interested to see where it will cut off the use of self-driving and have me take over, because it's not going to take me all the way to the front door and go park itself. That feature is coming. That's not ready yet though, so we'll see where it ends up here. But this is a 0 disengagement drive so far, and what that means is I have had to take over 0 times, which is pretty cool. The previous version of this, I would have to turn it off to make turns at stoplights, and it would be a lot more finicky about some of the areas of the road too. So this is a big improvement on what there was before, but again, I'm scared of the emergency braking, so I'll rest a lot easier when that is no longer a problem. Hopefully in a few days. The engineering team at Tesla for this system works really hard, and they released this build at like 3 a.m. So they're pushing hard. They're trying to change the world, because the sooner we get full self-driving into these cars, the more lives will be saved, and I think that's the way they're looking at it. But there's sure going to be some bumps along the road in developing something like this. All right, we're turning here. It's still driving. It's still driving. It's still driving. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, this guy's backing up. Is it going to let him back up? Is it going to let him back up? Oh, what's it going to do? Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. I'm riding in a robot here. All right, so it's driving me literally to the front of Target. I did not expect it to take me this far. It's acting a little bit uncertain here, but that's good. It's a very busy parking lot. What's it going to do here? What's it going to do? It's acting really uncertain. Autopilot navigation complete. Okay. I will take over. It took me to Target. That was impressive. Next we shall test if the self-park works. I've heard it does pretty well. But I'm going to go down here, so I'm kind of out of the thick of things. Parking option isn't showing up. I'm not sure that this is the right way to activate it, but yeah, I'm not seeing the option to park. Okay, that was fun. Thanks for riding along. I am very impressed with this autopilot build, and even though 10.3 has hella bugs, it has impressed me on this drive, and I am optimistic that they will get it right. Good job, Tesla. Good job. So I'm going to turn it on again here, still in the parking lot, and it's on. Alrighty, and we're off. No, that's not the right way. Keep going, keep going. All right, I'm gonna take over. It was just being too cautious, and there are people waiting on me. It's a very busy area. So I'm gonna turn it on again here. And it's on. And we're green, and it's going. Nice, correct lane. Good move. Oh, turning yellow. It's a bit hard of a brake, but all right. If I would have braked that hard, it would have definitely hurt my safety score, but what autopilot does is not safety scored. It is thinking about 2,500 frames a second though, so it's a little smarter than a human and dumber at the same time, if that makes sense. This is a good day to test because weather's good and there's not a lot of traffic. Alright, so old autopilot would have freaked out that there was a car turning left in front of it. This one saw that there was plenty of time for them to make it across and did not freak out. Regular public autopilot, when somebody turns across the road in front of it, it seems like it freaks out extra hard and quite late. So like they're already on the other side of the road before it starts braking. This one is not displaying that behavior though. the future, this would be a very boring video to make, because eventually it'll get so good that there will be no reason to film it. It will just be as boring as it gets. Point A to point B, no drama. But right now, it could do anything. It's like a brand new entity, and it doesn't necessarily know what it's doing yet, and it will make some dumb decisions if you're not careful. So far, I haven't seen it do anything super dumb, but I do have friends who have, so gotta be vigilant. It's going to be hours of boredom and seconds of terror, and it's probably good that I have a test pilot mentality here, and I'm not going to be on my phone or distracted. I have the camera on a tripod back here. It's a little bit loose. I'm sorry if it kind of tilts around a little bit. Hopefully the image stabilization is keeping that from being too much of a problem. That was a smooth stop. Much smoother than the drive over to Target. Caution light. Glad there's nobody behind me because it slows way down. Went down to 28 miles an hour. And granted, you should be cautious of flashing yellows, but people don't really expect that here in Nashville. Alright, let's see if it makes the turn here. This is where it needs to turn. That's one way to do that. Took it a little fast and a little late, but we're here. Again, low traffic today. I don't think that would fly during normal traffic right there. Now this lane that it's in will end in about 1,000 feet, so we'll see how it handles that. Aggressive, but okay. We're coming towards the end of this trip here. We will see how it handles the arrival at Burger Republic. I'm going to get lunch with my parents, and that is where we are meeting. It's coming right up. Not this light, but the next one. Now, I probably would turn here if I was going in there, but the way that it wants to go works as well. Here's its turn. It's not a light, it's a street. Oh, no way. All right. All right. Nice. Okay. I'm here. Now I just park. All right.